Thank you. Coming up to the podium will be William Greenberger, the White Sox general manager. He's going to be discussing the White Sox 2015 Major League Draft. Press requirement notes are available on the U-Access department. Is the U-Access department still open? I think it is. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're very excited to announce the 2015 draft for the Chicago White Sox. We're most especially excited about our #1 draft pick, Daniel Joel Schwartz. I've actually known Danny since Parkway Central High School, and he certainly is a testament of character and skill. His personality is off the charts. Unfortunately, he's had a horrible rash of injuries, but we've overlooked that upon our #1 draft. So, with that said, we'll go ahead and take some questions from the press. Let's go ahead and start with, Mr. Gerber in the back, please.
Yes, Mr. Gerber with the Oprah Network. Dan is called the diva from Northwestern baseball. How do you respond to that statement?
That's a great question. We have acknowledged that he is kind of a diva. We understand that, but we've made some special accommodations within his contract. First of all, we have stocked for every single game a mini bar with only strawberry yogurt. Secondly, we have a standing order for organic towels made exclusively from hemp from Savannah, Georgia. And finally, we have actually outlawed and banned Head and Shoulders from being in any dugout or locker room, home or away. These are small prices to pay to have a man of his talents. So another question, how about you, Mr. Blacher?
Thank you, Mr. Blacher from ESPN. Can you tell us about his signing bonus?
Tough negotiations with this signing bonus. We had a lot of back and forth on this. His agent was very tough, but we finally settled on the following. One is that he will receive yoga before and after every single game from a private instructor. Secondly, each and every week he will receive a facial. And then finally, and this is the one that really closed the deal, was during the 7th inning stretch, the Northwestern fight song will be played, very similar to how Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline is played at the White Sox games. How about we move on to the next question from, Mr. Green.
Hi, Mr. Green from PBS. According to Dan's past teammates, his humor is legendary, as is his singing. He is known to break out into the 1986 Super Bowl shuffle. How will you keep him in line?
This is a tough one, but we've made the following accommodations. First of all, we have a private karaoke machine in the locker room for him to satisfy, let's say, his singing urges. Secondly is that both home and away, in the showers, we have a waterproof microphone for him to sing at his any song that is requested from his teammates, of course. And finally, we advise all teammates to laugh at his jokes for the first half of the season, no matter how corny the jokes might be. All right, next question. I believe we're on to Mr. Lynn. Is that true?
Yes, thank you. This is Mr. Lynn. I'm from HGTV. Dan has unusual talents. This includes his well-demonstrated nursing skills. His wife, Amy, had several major surgeries last year. How will this natural ability be used to help the team?
Well, great. We definitely plan to leverage Dan's nursing abilities. First of all, Dan, has decided that he will assist the trainer for all team rubdowns. In fact, he's quite excited about that. Secondly, is he's going to bring his own secret ingredient and special recipe of matzo ball soup to any sick player before and after all games. He will accompany all teammates to any physical training or physical therapy appointments. And finally, of course, he will bring his can-do winning attitude to all games. Thank you. Let's move on to the next question. I believe Mr. Van Gelder in the back, please.
Yes, Mr. Van Gelder from the Lifetime Network. Dan is known for thinking outside the box. Give an example, please.
Well, this is a good one. We've actually just received word of this. We're going to be releasing an official press release on this in the coming days. Is that Dan actually led a co-ed book group discussion with 8 12-year-olds and 4 mothers about Lord of the Flies in Deerfield. There truly is more outside the box than that. Okay, how about Mr. Greenberg, please, your question.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Greenberg from KMOX. Dan's known to be obsessed with Northwestern sports. How will you keep him focused, especially during the football season and when the Sox are in the postseason playoffs?
This one's going to be a real tough one, and we really didn't know how to go ahead and solve this challenge, but we finally decided that his contract states that he does not have to play any games on Saturdays of Northwestern football games. How about Mr. Rothenberg back there, please?
Hi, Mr. Rothenberg from the Animal Planet. We understand that Dan is obsessed with dogs. Who wouldn't be? Did you build something into the contract to deal with that?
Absolutely. We have basically made special accommodations for additional days where dogs can be brought to the stadium. We don't discriminate, of course. It can be big dogs, small dogs, dogs that shed, dogs that don't shed, and every paid participant that brings a dog will receive a free water bowl. All right, I think we're on to our last question here. Please.
Yes, hi, we're from the E! Channel. Dan is known for his obsession with the Cardinals. He supposedly kidnapped his sons from school just to take them to Game 1 of the World Series. How will you handle this obsession?
Yeah, his Cardinal obsession is off the chart. There's no doubt about it, but we think we've come up with a good solution. We will actually brainwash him by forcing him to watch only White Sox games 24/7, 365. So we really think that will be the best way for it. Oh, excuse me, I hear the phone ringing. Yes, this is General Manager. Yes? Okay, thank you. We've just received word, actually, that we've gone ahead and traded Danny from the White Sox to the St. Louis Cardinals. He accepted less money to move to the Cardinals, and we feel we got the better end of the deal. We got one deep dish pizza and a box of Jimmy John sandwiches for that. I believe on the other side of the equation, Danny now has to live in St. Louis with his parents in Chesterfield, but he seems surprisingly excited. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and conclude today's press conference. Thank you, everyone, for coming.